Hey, hey, hey. Here I am again today. I wanted to talk about something very simple, pretty much what my podcast is about. Uh, Start living your purpose today, right now. That's what I wanted to talk about. I wanted us to just have a conversation about living your purpose and living it out loud right now. You know, living your purpose isn't some far off dream, it's a decision that you make every day. Today, I wanted to talk about how we can start living your purpose right now, no matter where you are on the journey. When I think about my purpose, I think about all the things that I've gone through. I think about what I enjoy. I think about how I got here, the evolution of it all. And what I've come to realize is that I've been serving and helping people in every walk of life, wherever I am. I've been told many, many times that I make people feel comfortable. My cousin says, you make people feel comfortable and like you're really interested. But I am really interested. She said, and that's your gift because you really are interested. And what's brought me to this point in this day and this time and doing this podcast is that quite often I've done a lot of work one on one with people, helping people through situations, just being a sounding board, giving my advice based on the wisdom of my life, those kind of things. But at this point in my life, I've realized, and I've evolved to this, I would like to serve people one to many, to help other people see themselves and other people and how they've evolved in their purpose. So the reason I pretty much do this podcast is because I want to help people remember who they are, learn to align themselves with their purpose, which in turn will ignite their passion, and ultimately they will be building a life of prosperity, which ultimately is a life of fulfillment. And that's all we want. I think most people have no concept of what they really are here to do. They're just existing, they're just in a routine of living day to day. So for me, that is my purpose, I believe, is to help other people remember who they are and help people, as many people as I possibly can, be aligned with their purpose and live a fulfilled life. So, and a purpose is truly about, like, what does it mean to live your purpose? In my life, I think it's truly aligning my actions and decisions with what fulfills me and contributes to the greater good of mankind. It's not always tied to your job or some kind of grand mission. It's just about living your life with intentionality and authenticity, not just existing, not just doing your day-to-day routine, but really doing things that serve people, and which in turn will serve you. I want to start with 3 steps to start living your purpose. And the first one is to clarify your values and your passions. Purpose truly starts with what matters to you. Like, what matters to you above everything? Like, what matters to you? What's the thing that you would do for free and it would just bring joy to you? What lights you up? Um, Again, really, what would you do if you weren't paid for it? I would create a list of 3 to 5 core values. Like, what is the 3 to 5 things that really are in the core of you that make you light up, feel fulfilled, and something that you would do for free? What are those 3 to 5 things that you would do? For me, it would be serving as many people as I possibly can, helping people move forward in their life to get to whatever it is that makes them happy, that makes them light up. For me, it would be creating events for people to come together and have a safe space and to have self-care and self-love and to learn from other people and to hear great speakers talk about what it is and how they've evolved and to listen to other people's stories of what it is and how they've evolved to be who they are, why they feel they're living in their purpose, how they evolved to it, how do they do it intentionally every single day. Those are my core thoughts of what I do with purpose when it deals with purpose. What are your core thoughts? Like, what are the things that you would do for free? Like, what is that thing that really, really makes you happy and you enjoy it? And if you were doing it, it would make a whole difference in your life. So, step one is clarify your values and your passions. Step two is take one small action per day. Again, that's living with intentionality and authenticity. Like, what's that one thing every day? Once you've decided what those things are that make you tick, that make you light up, and make you want to go for it, what's that one thing every single day that you can be stepping closer and closer? Because once you start doing that, now you're starting to live with purpose. You see, you are starting to feel invigorated. So it's important to understand, like, what it is. Would it be, I like helping children, so, or who need help learning how to read or has a reading disability. So you volunteer to help those kids. Would it be sharing your specific talents with someone who actually needs them to help them get to where they need to go? Um, and another thought is to think about is to journal. What I journal a lot. I write a lot of my thoughts and feelings down. And then I come back and read them too, so that I can stay connected to where I'm going and what's important to me. So I would say take a small step every day once you've figured out what it is. And it doesn't have to be something magnanimous, something really big. And no, it's just something that you've just neglected in your life. But when you are doing it and when you're moving through it, it just really makes you happy. You feel really good. You feel like you're making a difference. And that's what we all want to do. We all just want to make a difference. To, I don't like to use the word legacy, but for lack of a better word at this moment, to leave an impact somewhere that you made a difference in someone's life. So step two is to really, really take one small action each day with intentionality. The third step is to embrace progress over perfection. Oh my God, let me say it, to embrace progress over perfection. I found when I've embraced the progress and given myself grace, that's another thing we need to do. Give ourselves grace. Like, everything's a journey, and moving in purpose is definitely a journey. And when you're moving in purpose, you can't feel like, well, it's not happening quick. No. See, because everything is a step-by-step process, right? You have to evolve from one thing to the next thing to the next thing. Your purpose starts to break one cylinder to the next cylinder to the next cylinder. And then things start to open up for you. When you're intentional, things start to open up for you. And you see You see, oh, wow, God, I wish I'd been doing this a long time ago. And then somebody comes along and say, hey, I need your services for this. Or I love the way you speak and help these children learn. Or I love that you can knit very well. Whatever it is. And you make such beautiful designs, and then people want them, and then they start telling this person and that. It's just so many ways that you can kind of find your purpose, but you have to be patient with yourself. The fact that you're moving with intentionality is progress beyond just existing. Let me say it again. The fact that you're moving with intentionality instead of existing is just a breakthrough in itself. And in finding our purpose, there is no such thing as perfection. Purpose is a journey. It's not a destination, it's a journey. It's a consistent journey. It's every day living with intentionality and purpose. And everything that you need to get to purpose is already inside of you. Everything, you know what I'm saying? Like everything that you need to get to purpose is already inside of you. Well, how do I find that was within me? As I said earlier, journaling, meditating, being open, being cognitive of the things happen around you and your responses, being very, very self-aware of like the things that really resonate with you, asking yourself like, what do I love this? Do I like that? Why don't I like that? Why am I doing this? There's so many ways to really seek everything you need within. But my first three, I would say, is first meditate, journal, and then ask yourself consistent questions. And the best question to ask is, what is my purpose? And people's like, I never get an answer. No, you'll get an answer. Things will start dropping in. When you're intentional and you're seeking something and looking, not like necessarily looking, but just open and intentional and seeing how things come together around you, you'll start to understand like what you should be doing. There's no question that you can ask that the universe won't answer. There's no question that you can ask that the universe won't answer. Let's go to step 3. Step 2 was embrace progress. Do not have perfection. Perfection is not part of the purpose game. You just want to embrace your progress, that you're even focusing on moving forward, to be intentional about living your life in purpose. The third one is overcoming common barriers. I talked about this in my previous fear of failure. Well, failure does not exist. Failure is just feedback. Failure is understanding the decision you made and what you learned from it so you don't keep repeating the same mistake and then moving forward. There is no such thing as failure. They're just decisions. So it's so clear to me that, and I say this all the time, and I'll probably say it in different segments of different things. But there is nothing in life when once you decide what you want, once you understand where you're going, what other path you decided to walk down and you decided that you didn't get. But oftentimes it's for something very mundane. Not something that really will fulfill you. The other thing about purpose, we think in as a barrier is that we feel like people will judge us. I don't, in terms of people judging you, I always say they judge Jesus Christ. So why wouldn't they judge us? But in the long run, if you're moving with authenticity and intentionality, and you're starting to make progress and you're starting to move in the journey the way you do, the same people who will judge you and then they start seeing you doing some of the same people, I hate to say it, who'll be smiling in your face. So we can't be concerned with judgment. It's judgment is their opinion, their issue. It really has nothing to do with you. Oftentimes judgment is a projection onto you of something that that person should be doing, but they find it easier to judge you, but they're projecting their stuff on you. So judgment is someone's opinion, and everyone knows what they say about opinions. So therefore that has nothing to do. The best thing for you to do is mind your own business, which is your business of you moving forward in your purpose. This is a good one. A lot of people say, I have so much going on that I don't have time. You don't have time to take 10 minutes out of your day to think about something that will fulfill your life. To live in an intent. It's not even really taking 10 minutes out. It's just being intentional about what you do every day. Like setting a value, setting certain things you want to accomplish, setting those things that you feel are your core values that make you happy, that you're passionate about. It's about you taking that time. It's about you taking that time as you're moving through your day to be intentional about moving in purpose. That's all it is. It's a part of your routine. Like you exist every day. Being intentional about your purpose is just becomes a part of your day. So there's no such thing as I don't have time. It's a part of who you are. It's a part of what you're seeking out. It's a part of your journey. So time has nothing to do with it. So those are the three things that can help you start living your purpose now. Those are the three things that help you start living your purpose now. Let me recap it for you. The first one is clarify your values and your passions. Figure out what lights you up. Figure out 3 to 5 things that if you could do and not get paid for, it would just really be awesome. So what is it that lights you up, that makes your soul sing? The second one is take one small action today and tomorrow and the next day. But steps, intentional thoughts, authentic things. Not just existing, not just doing your routine every day, not just, what's intentional? What is it that I should be doing every day that makes me happy? How do I make that happen? And lastly, overcoming common barriers. Fear of failure, which does not exist. We just make decisions and that's it. There is no such thing as failure. Fear of judgment, people projecting their stuff onto you. Let them mind their business and you mind your business. And lack of time, no such thing again. Because as you're living in purpose, you're living in intentionality, and it's a part of your day. It's a part of how you move. It's a part of your decision-making process. So there is no such thing as you don't have time, because it is a part of you. It's who you are. So remember, your purpose is already within you. Let me say it again. Remember, your purpose is already within you. All you have to do is step into it. So for anyone who's listening to this, this is the last thing I'm going to say. There's a saying, and this is and this is the way I perceive it. There's a saying that if you want to hide something from someone, put it in a book. And I say, I disagree. If you really want to hide something from someone, ask them to look within. So don't live your life just existing. Live your life thriving. Live your life striving for the things that make you light up every day. Live your life for the things that bring you joy. And in turn, you're living your life in purpose. Thanks for taking the time. Start living your purpose now. If you have any comments, any thoughts of anything, please feel free to share it in the comments. And I'll see you the next time. It's been a pleasure.